Welcome to Science Access. In today's class, I'll introduce you to a very simple topic in organic chemistry, isomerism. All right? Now, isomerism is simply the existence of two or more compounds with the same molecular formula. Remember, the same molecular formula, but different structural arrangement or different three-dimensional arrangement of the atoms. So that is the simple. Now, let me give you a very simple. Now, look at this C2H60. This has the same what? Molecular what? Formula. But this can be, see, it can be, let me just put it in the, it can be like this. It can be like this, or it can also be like this. Now, the existence of two or more compounds. Now we have these two different what? Compounds with the same molecular what? Formula. This is C2, two carbon atom, 6H, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one oxygen. Here we also have two carbon, the H is 6 and one oxygen. So they possess the same molecular formula, but different what? Structural what? Arrangement, or even different three-dimensional arrangement of what? The atom, such as we see in what? Optical isomerism. So this situation is what we refer to as what? Isomerism. In organic chemistry, we have two types of what? Isomerism. We have what? The structural one, structural isomerism, and we also have the stereo isomerism, all right? So let's talk about the structural isomerism. Now, when we talk about the structural isomerism, it can be in this form. Let's start with what? The chain or skeletal what? Isomerism. In this kind of isomerism, it's actually concerned with the changes you observe is in the main carbon chain. For example, let's assume that we have a compound like this. This is butane. This is butane. Now we have another compound like this. Now here, this is actually, both of them, this is butane, and this is 2-methyl propane. Now let's compare something. How many carbon do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon. How many hydrogen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many hydrogen do we have? Let's count, please. This is, here we have hydrogen here, so this is butane. Now let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's count this. We have 4 here, 2, 3, 4. Let's count the hydrogen. Here also put 1, 2, 3, or let's just count right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me start again. Here, let's start from this place. Let's mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you realize that this is C for H10, and this is C for H what? 10. So this kind of isomerism is what we call what? Skeletal or chain what? Isomerism. Very simple. The changes is actually in what? The main carbon chain. All right, so please take note of that. Another form of isomerism that we have is what? This is number one. Number two is what? Positional what? Isomerism or position isomerism. Can now example of positional isomerism is this. Now, when you talk about positional isomerism, it simply refers to a situation whereby the changes is actually in the position of either the functional group, either the constituent. For example, let's assume that we have this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Or let's use this. Okay, we now have a carbon chain here. I'll have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll have a carbon what chain here. Notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But the difference in this place is what? The position of what? The constituent. Position of what? The constituent. In the first one is in position 2. So this is called 2-methyl because it's in position 2. I'll count from this side 1, 2. 2-methyl hexane. In this place, it's in position 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 what? Methyl hexane. Both of them, they have the same what? Molecular what? Formula. So both of them, we have 7, C7, and this will be 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So here will be what? 16. The same thing we apply to this place. H what? 16. So take note of that. All right. So both of them have the same formula like this, but the position of what? The constituent is what? Different. Another thing you should know is this. Let's assume that I decide to replace this with what? OH. And here as what? OH. Now, in this place, it's still the same thing. But the position of what? The functional group differs also. I can decide to put the OH in this place, here, OH there. So you realize that the position of one, either the constituent, the functional group, is what the difference in what is making what the differences to happen in this kind of what isomerism. Notice sometimes people ask, where's the usefulness of isomerism? Do you know that it's only through the knowledge of isomerism that you know that this, for example, you have a compound, two compounds with the same molecular formula, and they are having different properties. The reason is simple. They may have the same molecular formula, but they are different what? Compound what? Entirely. For example, this and this, they have the same what? Molecular formula. But the properties of this is ether. Dimethyl what? Ether. Why this is what? Alcohol, ethanol. Completely what? Different. So it's the knowledge of what isomerism that is bringing about we getting to understand that compound can have the same what? Molecular formula, but they have different what? Properties. All right. So another type, the first type is what? Chain isomerism. The second one is actually what? Position or positional what? Isomerism. The third one is actually what? Functional group isomerism. Let's assume that example of functional group isomerism is what we actually have here. Okay, in this place now, notice that the compound here, C2H6O, this and this, they have the same what? Molecular what? Formula. But this is what? Dimethyl ether. Why this is what? Ethanol. Ethanol. Completely what? Different what? Functional group. They belong to different families, but they have the same what? Molecular. So this kind of isomerism in which they have different what? Functional group is called what? Functional what? Group isomerism. Actually, functional group isomerism. Take note of that. So another example of this is what? Propanal and what? Propanol. Propanal and what? Propanol. Assume you have now take a look at this. We have C, C, C. All right, we have C, C. Now, C, here is what? H, here is what? O, K, H, H. Now, this is what? Propanal. While here, let's assume we have something like this. We have K, or I can try to put the functional group in this place. The same thing, okay? Now, let's examine something. In this place, how many? This is what? Let's clean this place. This is not part of it. So 1, 3, C3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. H what? 6. Then O. Here, C3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. H6, then O. This is what? Propanol. It's a ketone what? Group. Why this is aldehyde? So it's propanol. Completely what? Different what? Functional what? Group. Just the way we have in the first compound that I mentioned. So they have the same molecular what? Formula, but different. They belong to different family, and their properties is entirely what? Different. So this is another example of what? Another example of what? Functional group what? Isomerism. Now, this is part 1 of this video. In the part 2 of this video, I'll continue with other kind of isomerism in the structural what? Isomerism. After that, we will now talk about what? Stereo isomerism. Thank you for watching.